It's time for Ryan's Roses. It says, Ryan, Ellen, my fiance thinks he lost his iPad, and he actually just left it in my car. Oh. I started to go through it and found some text messages between him and a female friend of his. The texts are not sexual, but he talks to her a lot every single day, more than he talks to me. He talks about his favorite show, our favorite show. Oh. The other night, she was at a concert, and she sent him a video of the band playing one of my fiance's favorite songs, saying, "Don't you wish you were here?" Oh. Don't know what to think, but I'm sure there's a problem here. Claudia is on the line, and Pico Rivera. Let's get to that now. Claudia, songs are very, they're coveted connections, wouldn't you say? So what was the song?
It's a song called Banquet, and it's by Block Party. It's just a really cool song, actually.
Right. So sharing a song, by the way, with somebody is a problem. You know what I mean? That's a coveted connection, you know?
I feel like that's really intimate.
Of course.
It's an intimate thing to do, right?
Yeah, of course. How long you guys been together?
Well, we've been engaged for 3 years.
What's taking so long?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to get married. I'm ready, and
why is it taking 3 years?
I keep trying to ask him that, and he just won't plan it with me.
A lot of times it's financial. A lot of times it's financial. Is that the case?
Yeah, but there's so many ways to do it. There's all these DIY stuff and things that you can do on a budget, for sure, and still have a beautiful ceremony and everything and have what you want.
Right.
I don't think that's the issue.
So they text back and forth, but it's nothing provocative, right? There's no, like, sexting going on.
No, it's not sexual. It's not. It's just so often. It's so frequent, and they share little details together about their life and things that they like. It's just constant, you know. Like, they talk more than he and I do. They text more than we do.
Is it playful as well?
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
Liz.
Liz. Okay. But no kids, not married yet, right?
Oh no, we don't have kids. No.
Okay. All right, so. Well, let's bring Patty in and try and find out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Patty?
I'm ready.
Okay. Patty's going to call your fiancé, offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and then also what he writes on the card, okay? But Liz is the name that we're writing down here. Claudia, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my total permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, here we go. No kids, no marriage. So,
nope.
All right, good luck, sweetheart.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jerry?
Speaking.
Jerry, hi, my name is Patty, and I'm calling from Flowers for All. Flowers for All. And I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free today. And I know you would love taking advantage of this offer. I'm also adding free delivery, like I said, at no charge to you. All I'm asking is to just go ahead and refer me to your friends and family. I just opened my flower shop here in Pico Rivera, and I think it will be a good opportunity for me to promote by doing this free promotion today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a dozen roses. They come in they get delivered, and they're really fresh. And the person who gets them they're gonna love the flowers. They're beautiful.
Okay.
So just let me know who you want to send them to, and we write a nice note and give me the address, and they go on their way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to send some roses to my fiancée, Claudia.
Claudia?
Yeah, her name is Claudia, Claudia.
Got it. And what do you want to put on the note?
Just happy Monday from your fiancé.
Happy Monday. And what time do you want these delivered?
You do like same day, like today, right?
Yeah, they will get
Hey, Jerry, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen K.
Hi,
Your
Jerry.
voice is being broadcast on the radio. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Your fiancée Claudia is on the line.
Yeah.
And she wanted to say a few things. One of which is Liz. What is your relationship with this woman, Liz?
Liz?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you guys text a lot. There's a song you connect with. Is Liz?
First of all, there's some good news.
Well,
Claudia found your iPad.
and she hasn't told you yet.
Oh.
Well, she's been reading your text. So, what is? There's a lot of frequent texts from Liz. What's the relationship with Liz?
There's no relationship. She's my friend.
Okay, Claudia, will you tell Jerry what you're concerned about, please?
Jerry, I mean, come on. Just tell me if there's something going on. I was, I had a feeling that something's going on with you and Liz, and is she the reason why we haven't just gotten married? Like, this has been a very long engagement, and I'm ready to be married to you. And it's time. Is Liz the reason why?
Too.
We have a very wrong text that's sent from you to Liz. Can you explain this?
I don't know what to explain.
It's very provocative.
I've done nothing wrong.
Well, it's very provocative.
Oh, okay. Well, this is like talking to one of the dudes. It's like, you get down and dirty. That's it.
Oh, she's
Right.
like your bro?
So I'm making this up, actually. So what do you mean by down and dirty? We don't have a provocative text. What do you mean by that?
We talk about, everything.
But why do you talk so frequently?
Why
I
don't you
think
go
that's
find a
problem.
guy friend to hang with, and like a real dude, not this dude?
Because she works with us. Like,
Right.
we all talk, and I don't know, it's just something we do. There's nothing wrong. I mean, she can read all my texts. She knows there's nothing going on. Obviously, she read them all. Come on.
But Jerry, I mean,
Yeah.
frequent text and sharing a song together, that's not great when you're about to get married. You know what I mean?
No, but if it were a guy, would it be any different? No.
Yeah, it'd be a lot different.
Yeah, it would be totally different. It would be a guy bonding with a guy.
Oh.
So,
Liz
Jerry,
doesn't even like men. Liz doesn't even like men.
Oh.
What is what is she like?
She likes women.
Okay.
Oh, so now that makes it okay. Now
Well, it just changes this call a little bit. Ellen actually made me call you. So I kind of had a feeling that Liz liked girls. But Ellen, when you forced me to call Jerry, you said what?
It's always my fault.
But you said
you have to call because we need to straighten this out for Claudia.
Right.
As a listener and a public service.
Jerry, are you cheating on your fiance?
No, I'm not cheating on my fiance.
But are you flirting with Liz?
No.
Here's the thing. You cannot have a frequent texting relationship and bond over, pop songs or songs with another woman, especially right before you're going to get married. It's just a problem. You know what I mean?
Are you having cold feet and maybe this is like a diversion or something?
Out?
What? No way. I'll marry her right now. Like, she's supposed to plan the wedding.
We should take a break.
I don't think you do it right now.
I got 30
We don't want to be your witnesses either.
I can't do it now, bro.
Yeah.
How you feel about Tuesday, at 7:10? Because that'd be a great bit.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. We could do it in my backyard. Let's do it in my backyard.
Claudia, do you feel...
You'll be the guest of honor.
I can't wait. Claudia, do you feel better about this or not?
I mean, I guess I'm still very confused about why I had no idea about Liz being gay and...
Or Liz being Liz, like that she's on the iPad.
But you must feel better about it, right?
I mean, I feel better because I know he's not going to believe me, and that's not even an option because it's
This
not
is
an
what I
option.
feel not good about.
Well, I think
The
he's
card.
lying. I think he's lying.
To Claudia, happy Monday from your fiance.
Right.
That doesn't sound like someone who loves you to pieces and wants to marry you on
Ellen,
I
don't
Yes,
think.
Ryan.
I don't think Liz is a lesbian.
I get a call from a random stranger saying, "Hey, you got flowers." It's like, okay. Well,
if you're going to send them to your fiance, why not express how you feel?
You guys are missing the headline. Liz is not a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Tanya, do you agree?
I agree.
Right? I think he's just saying that to get out of this call.
Cover up.
Yeah. But it's a perfect out.
I just want to be clear. I didn't say that, Ryan. Ryan, you said
But
it.
you made me call.
I made
Jerry.
you call. I
Yeah.
did make
So
you
just
call.
yes, and I don't think that she's a lesbian. I think Jerry's making that up. Claudia?
You want me to come over and say,
No. I'm not dressed. I'm not dressed for you. So, Jerry, we're going to let you go. Claudia, you got some more information here, better than when we started, and you got to make a decision. Okay?
a decision. We live together. It's just,
Yeah, she has to decide if you're the guy.
Ridiculous.
All right, guys, good luck. We're going to let you go. Has anyone ever
Why is
grunted
Tanya
as much as Jerry? Jerry grunted 3 or 4
Why
5
is Tanya
times.
laughing so hard?
Tanya, what, do you? It's not just me. I think he's saying that just to get out of this.
Oh, that's like the second he said that, I was like, lie.
Right. So the question is Liz a lesbian? I mean, that's the big question.
I just don't like the card either.
Well,
from your
Patty?
fiancé.
Yes.
Can we find Liz?
We can try.
Oh,
Good
that doesn't
one.
sound hopeful.
I mean,
All
I don't
right,
even know
thanks
where to
for the
begin.
enthusiasm.
I don't even know where to begin.
Well, you begin with
With-
calling
Oh
Jerry
my God.
back and getting Liz's number.
Claudia has her number.
Oh, great. See, look at us.
Oh, see?
We're piecing this together.
We are Einstein.
We should be a real show.
Stand by.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Let's get Lina on the line. Lina, we have your email here. Thanks for coming on in Duarte. So you found a Facebook account on your home computer with a bunch of pictures of your husband and another woman. Tell me what happened from there.
Hi, Ryan. Yeah, I log onto our home computer and there's a Facebook page open and it looks like my husband's. It's his face. There's photos of him, but it wasn't his name. So I slowly realized it wasn't his account, or I don't know what's going on, because there's photos of him, and not just that, there's photos of him with another woman. So I don't know. I'm completely freaked out, and I'm just trying to figure out what is happening. I need to know who the hell this woman is.
Did you
what
ask him about the other woman yet?
Well, no. I mean, I'm terrified. Like this is my whole life. I don't really know what to do, so I was just hoping that you could help.
Okay. How long have you been married?
We've been married 7 years.
Do you know who the other woman is?
I don't recognize her. I mean, I've been racking my brain, like, did I go to high school with her? Like, honestly, I can't tell. She doesn't look super familiar. They look close, and I'm freaking out.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We will call your husband next. Kiss FM. So Lina found pictures of her husband and another woman on Facebook, and she, of course, freaked out naturally. So, Lina, we're going to call your husband now and see if we can find out any more about this other woman and what's going on. So be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you.
I just need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay. Do you think it's possible he's living a double life?
I mean, that's what it looks like. I'm completely devastated, and I gotta know. I don't
here
know.
we go. We're gonna get him on the line here in just a sec.
Okay, thanks.
Hello?
Hi, is this Todd?
It is. Yeah, who am I speaking with?
Hi, Todd. My name is Penny. I'm calling from the Fresh Florist. How you doing this morning?
Doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So we service the Duarte and surrounding areas, and we're trying to promote our delivery service specifically. Once a month, we pick local residents to send a free dozen red roses to anybody that they'd like today. So if there's someone special in your life that you would want to surprise with a free dozen red roses, we could do that absolutely free. I don't need any credit card info from you, cash, anything like that. We just hope that you like our flowers and return as an actual paying customer eventually.
You know what? Thank you, but no thanks.
Oh, are you sure? They're free. We can just start with the name of the person you want to send them to. There's nobody in your life that you'd want to surprise?
There is, but I'm good. This just seems a little suspicious to me. So thank you, but again, no thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't need any info from you or any sort of cash or credit card from you. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I appreciate it, but
Todd,
I said,
hi, Todd. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. We have your wife, Lina, on the line. Very simple. We'll let you go. She's found pictures with you and another woman. You seem very intimate with this other woman. Can you just tell her who that is and what's going on and why they're on your Facebook page?
Okay. That's not me. Okay, I found that page myself, and somebody told me about it, and because they found it, they came across it, and honestly, I'm a part of I'm part of a catfish scheme. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a part of a catfish scheme. And if you look at those photos, they're photoshopped, and so yeah, I can't believe this. Yeah.
Well, I don't. What does that mean? Explain that to in layman's terms. What you're talking about?
I mean, I'm talking about somebody came across my pictures and they notified me, and I went on my computer and I went on and to see what was going on, and yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. But
wait, you're saying they're not real photos?
Todd, they took my
photo. Look just like you.
Sweetie,
Todd, that's you. I mean, that's you in the photo.
Why wouldn't you tell your wife?
It is me, of course. That is me. I'm not saying that's me, but it is. You look at it. Look at the shadowing. Look at everything like that. That is photoshopped me with that person.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to shadows, Todd. I was paying attention to a photo of you and another woman.
And why would someone do that, Todd? Why?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. They like my look. I don't know. They want to make it look like they're leveling up. I mean, that sounds arrogant, but that's the truth.
I looked at the whole technology behind it, or reason, or catfish, or whatever, is beyond my realm of really being able to speak and understand. But Lina, you'll have to listen to your husband. You'll have to talk to your husband. He now knows. Obviously, you've seen these photos up on Facebook, and try and get to the bottom of it. And maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not. But we'll let you guys go from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Would it make sense that someone would catfish on Facebook? Or is that
It
just
would
a
make
dating?
sense for him to go straight to his wife and tell her right away when he found out about this.
Thank you for having the right point of view. If that's happening, because if that's happening, you don't want it to be misunderstood. So immediately you're like, trust me, I know what's happening here. Just for a second, I'm not quite sure I understood it. You had a couple, Lina and Todd, and Lina goes on Facebook, finds an account on her home computer with a bunch of pictures of her husband and another woman. Like, close, not graphic, but pictures that looked like they were close, that they would be intimate together, right?
Yeah, it was a whole separate account that she didn't even know existed.
Right, so on their computer. So then we get him on the line. He says, wait, he's been catfished. What does that mean? What is he trying to tell us?
That means somebody is using his images and passing it off as them when truly it's images of Todd.
And they're doctoring photos of him with this other woman?
Yeah. I guess you can Photoshop other women in, but usually it's just like a person alone.
Tubbs, were you on these sites?
Not catfishing sites.
What? Hold on. Let me break this
Dating
down
sites.
for Ryan so he can understand. This is like Tubbs going on Facebook as Jeffrey Tubbs, but using your photo, Ryan Seacrest, on all of his photos. So he's really Jeffrey Tubbs, but he's using your photo.
And
so
would
it's
he
not,
be merging my photos with other people?
I mean, he could be doing whatever he wants, essentially.
It's like that show, The Circle, on Netflix, where you can have actual catfish.
All right, Marine. Wait, you can have actual catfish?
No, sorry.
Oh, like The Circle is serving fried catfish? All right, Maureen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, I'm trying to get through all this so I can understand. To me, the more we learn about what Todd was trying to say, the more it sounds very suspicious.
Yeah, I definitely think it's weird. I mean, I don't know, if that was catfishing, the Photoshop, and there's multiple photos of him and another woman. So I just think it's weird that he wouldn't tell his wife right away that somebody's catfishing him.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. It sounds so strange. All right, well, Maureen, thank you very much for listening to us. Or Marnie. I called you Maureen because my eyes flip letters sometimes. But it's Marnie, right?
Oh, okay. Yes, it is.
Sorry, I saw.
It's Marnie.
Sometimes I look at a word and your brain's moving so fast that you see. I saw Marine, and it says Marnie.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I like Marines.
It happens to me all the time, though, with words. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Jolene, good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hanging in there. So, your husband was in a fender bender, you say, a few weeks back, right?
Yeah.
And then you were on the phone with the insurance company going through the police report, and they referred to what?
Yeah, it's a little weird. So the car, it's in my name, and they said that there was. Well, they said I was in the car.
But were you in the car?
No.
Okay.
I was not. And I told them that, and I said, no, it was my husband was driving. And they said, oh, sorry, it must not have been you. The police report just says that there was a female in the passenger seat.
So did you ask your husband who that was?
Yeah, because obviously I didn't know that he would have been driving with a woman. And he just said it must be wrong, which I would believe him, but he just seemed really uncomfortable.
Where was the incident? Where, do you know, was it near a place he would be?
Well, he told me he was working late, and where the accident happened, like, it could be, it was pretty near where we live, you know what I mean? There were no red flags there. It's more just that he seemed to get really nervous and uncomfortable when I asked him about it and said, just call back and tell them I wasn't in the car. And
okay, I tell you what, let us get involved. We're going to put you on hold, and we're going to come back, and we're going to call him and see what we can find out next at Kiss. Jolene's husband was in a fender bender, and the police reported a female passenger with him, but it wasn't Jolene. So who was with him in the car in this accident?
Yeah.
And she asked him about it, and he said, they must have got the report wrong. Well, I doubt that. So, Jolene, we are going to call him, see what we can find out. Be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Chris.
This is he.
Hi, Chris. My name is Olivia. I'm calling from Liv's Flowers. We're actually a flower shop that delivers here in the Lakewood area. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing great. I usually don't answer numbers I don't know. This is great. It must be my lucky day.
Yeah, we're offering a chance right now for local residents to promote our business, and we're basically giving you a dozen free roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like, and you can get them by lunchtime today. Are you there?
Yes, I'm right here. A lot of static.
Yeah, I can barely hear you. Is that something that you would be interested in?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. So I just need the name of the person you'd want to send them to. We can start there.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to send them to Alice.
Alice? Okay. And what would you like to put on the card?
Oh, maybe just put on the note, I will fix this, and, maybe just a card with, some hearts on it, nothing too crazy,
Great. Yeah, we have, some romantic cards that have hearts on them, and do you want me to sign it Love, Chris?
No, just write, like I said, I will fix this.
So, hey, Chris, it's are you on a train, Chris?
No. I'm here at my office.
Okay, it's hard to hear you, Chris, but I want to ask you a question. Who is Alice?
Oh, she's my son's swim teacher.
Okay, why are you sending her some sweet flowers, and why are you going to fix? What's that all about?
Oh, I told her flowers.
What is going on with this guy's phone? Tubbs, is it? Have you ever heard of anything like this?
In the beach.
Are you surfing?
Hello? Is this better?
Chris, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Wait, this is going to go wrong if we can't hear him. Are you on a bike? What are you doing?
I've got all bars. What's that?
It sounds like we're in a dishwasher.
No.
Okay, bro, let me ask you a question. Are you cheating on your wife, Jolene?
Oh, no way. No, she's aces. I'd never cheat on her.
Then why did you send Alice flowers?
Well, I just felt bad. Like I said, I kept her waiting for an hour for the last swim practice thing, and I just felt bad about that. So I just wanted to kind of compensate for that. Well,
Why the
she's
hearts?
sweet. She's really nice.
Chris, one other thing. You had an accident, a fender bender, and in the police report, they reported a female in the passenger seat. Who was that?
No, I think they made a mistake on the police report there.
No, we checked. They didn't. Mm-hmm. So who was with you?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really, I really don't feel comfortable talking about this.
So, Chris, who was in the car? I feel terribly uncomfortable myself. So who was in the car with you?
Yeah, it's...
Chris, it sounds like you're seeing another woman. Is that the case? Are you cheating on your wife?
No. I would never cheat on her.
Are you skydiving? What is going on? Is he doing this intentionally?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm at a normal place.
Is he doing this on purpose?
I've never heard this on a call.
Okay, so Chris, here's what we know. Jolene is listening. She's on the line. She thinks you're seeing another woman. There was another woman in the passenger seat of your car, and you just sent flowers to another woman. So my advice to Jolene is to pursue this, that I think you are seeing somebody else or spending time with another woman.
I seriously would never see anybody else. I love my wife.
Chris, I can't hear a word.
Okay, Chris, you just said that Colin was an hour late to swim. You kept her waiting. He never said anything about that. I never heard anything about it. This doesn't make any sense.
Well, I didn't want to say anything because we paid for this the lesson and everything, and I just wanted to kind of just keep going.
So, Chris, are you?
Why would he be an hour late? What is going on?
And who's the other woman in the car?
He's hooking up with Alice, the swim instructor. It's so obvious.
No. I would never do
I don't
that.
understand. Like, your story doesn't make sense. Like, Colin has never been late for swim. That's not been a thing that I've ever heard of. This doesn't make sense. Why on earth? Why, if you kept his swim instructor waiting, would you be sending her roses and a card? This doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just what happened. There's nothing to be concerned about it.
Sounds like there is.
Okay, so was she the one in the car?
Yeah.
I think you guys just need to let this one go. Seriously, I really didn't do anything.
All right, Chris, here's the deal. First of all, I don't know what trick you were playing with your phone, but I think that was intentional so that he couldn't hear us.
Yeah.
Your wife has a hunch that you're seeing another woman. You sent roses to Alice, and you had a female in your car when you got into a wreck. So clearly, you're spending time with another woman or women. Jolene, my advice to you is to dig deeper, but I can tell you right now, Chris is not innocent here.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, none of this adds up.
I'm going to let it at that.
I would talk to Alice.
Yeah. I mean, I've got her number. He's stupid if Alice is the one he's seeing, because, oh my God.
Okay, well,
that's probably what I'm going to do.
Good luck with that, and take care, Jolene, okay?
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, Tubbs, explain to me what that was.
It sounded like he was just driving down the road with the window down. Our phones have never done that.
Then it would get quiet for a second. I think it was
sounded
a tactic.
It sounded like he was skydiving, like what you said.
I think he was tandem skydiving, and I think it was a trick so he couldn't hear us and we couldn't hear him.
It literally sounded like he took his phone and held it outside the window.
Out the window
down.
while he's driving 55 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So Jolene and Chris are married, and Chris gets caught in an accident with a woman in the passenger seat, and that woman was not his wife. It's in the police report.
Right.
Then you get the guy on the phone to send roses to a woman, and he sends them to Alice, the swim coach.
Uh-huh.
So was Alice in the car with him, or are there two different women?
I think it's Alice this entire time. Plus, let's not forget what he wrote on the card. I will fix this.
Right.
That right there is so telling.
He knows he's in trouble. Yeah. He knows he's in trouble. And his wife knows that he was with another woman when he had his fender bender. So my hunch is, I mean, if he's not cheating, He's on the verge of it because he's sending roses to another woman and spending time with another woman.
It's a swim instructor, guys. It's all written right there in front of us.
How could he not send the roses to Jolene? Like, that's easy. He's got a wife. Send him to Jolene. So I don't think he's innocent by any means. Amy, you heard that. What was going on with that shady phone? Was that like an app he downloaded so that we couldn't hear him and he couldn't hear us? Like a trick?
I don't know about an app, but that was definitely weird because, we couldn't hear him some of the time, and then it would mysteriously get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? It was like back and forth so much. It was so strange. And then the other weird thing is, I don't know, I think there's something strange about dads and swim instructors. Like, I don't know if it's the swimsuit that, like, gets them all, I don't know, whatever. But, like, I know that my husband would always get weird around our kid's swim instructor. And, like, he never cheated or anything, but, like, the way he would check her out, I did call him on it. Yeah.
You called him out on it?
I did, because I just didn't think it was right. And I'm like, okay, what's the deal? Wrong. Can you not take our kids to swim, or what's going on here,
And did he stop?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he stopped checking her out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think something's going on for sure. Well, Amy, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
No problem.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, this is from Amanda in Culver City. I got a call from an unknown number. A woman said your husband is cheating on you and hung up. I asked him about it, and he swears he's not cheating, and it's just spam. I mean, that is stirringly bothersome. So, Amanda, thank you for coming on. Did you recognize the woman's voice?
No. She just said it so fast and then hung up immediately.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense that somebody random would call and say that to you.
Did you try calling the number back?
You couldn't. There's no call ID, so there wasn't any number to call back.
Oh my God.
No number. All right, so that happens. Yeah. It spooks you, of course, right? You're rattled by it. Now you go to your husband. Walk us through what you said and what he said.
I told him exactly what happened, right? I said, I just got this unknown number, and this lady has said, your husband's cheating on you. What the hell is going on? And he looked shocked, right? But then was like, swore up and down that he wasn't cheating, said it's probably just spam, and I was like, why would this be spam? It wasn't a scam, right? So what do you mean? And he said oh, well, they're probably just making sure it's a real number, you picked up, and so now you're just going to get a bunch of telemarketer calls. And that was that was it. That was all he didn't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't buy it. I think this is legit. As a matter of fact, Amanda, hold on 1 second. I hate to say that, but I don't know why anybody would do that. It doesn't add up. And him blowing it off, he should be rattled by it himself, not blowing it off, right? Why would someone do that? That really upsets me, kind of thing, in my mind. We're going to call Amanda's husband next. Ryan's Roses. We're about to call Amanda's husband. So a phone rings, unknown number. She answers, and a woman on the other end says, your husband is cheating on you, and hangs up. I just don't think that's random.
It could, this could be the start of a scam or something. Maybe that number calls back and then you're trying to get more information. I don't know.
But then her husband says, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's not fine, but...
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's spam. All right, Amanda, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
We're going to call him right now. Be very quiet. Stay on the line. Okay. You're going to hear everything. Don't say a word until we tell him he's on the air. All right? Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jacob?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm calling from Lolo's Flowers. We actually deliver in the Culver City area and on the west side, and we're offering local residents today a promotion.
Oh my God. Oh, okay, I told my wife I'm not cheating.
I just want to know if you wanted to send free roses to anybody that you'd like today.
Stop. It's Ryan's Roses on Kiss FM. Is Ryan there too?
Hi.
Hi.
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
We have your wife, Amanda, on the line. Jacob, you know how this goes. So, yeah, this is us. Amanda's on the phone. She told us everything. So, who are you cheating with?
What? I know she. Look, I'm not cheating with anyone.
Yeah, but the other woman called your wife and told her.
Look,
She knows.
No, okay, look, I know she thinks that I'm cheating, and that sucks. But I try to assure her, and now I will try to assure you that I am not. She got some random call that doesn't mean anything.
But why would a random call say that?
And why are you so angry?
Yeah, and you're very aggressive, Jacob.
Yeah, scary.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm just frustrated. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
look, it could have been a wrong number, a scam. I don't know, a prank. There are a million explanations for this, but I'm telling you, I am not cheating, and I'm sorry she got you involved in this.
So,
Look, I think I know who it is.
Oh.
Wait, babe, what are you saying,
Amanda? Who do you think it is? That's new news to us.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want it to be true, but like, Jacob, it sounded like Trina.
Oh my God,
Who's Trina?
Who's Trina?
That name.
Trina is Jacob's ex-girlfriend, and they dated right before we got together, and she has always hated me, and I mean, she would like absolutely nothing more than break us up. She is so
All right, well, hold on. That changes the score here, Amanda. If it was Trina, she could be doing that just to rattle you, and he's not cheating. So now you've got me on the fence.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want it to be true, right? Like, how horrible is that? And so I thought,
but if she's never liked you or wanted him to be happy with you, then it is likely that she could be just making that up.
Yeah, I really don't think it's Trina.
Is Trina single, Jacob?
And yeah, absolutely.
She is?
Yeah.
All right, Jacob.
I follow her on Instagram, so like, yeah.
Why do you speak with Trina, Jacob?
What
are you in communication with Trina, Jacob?
No, I'm not. Hold on. You follow her on Instagram?
Yeah, Jacob, look, I know this is weird, but like, let's take a deep breath, okay? Like, I know this is weird, but like, obviously we gotta like, I didn't know how else to bring this up. I didn't know what to say to you. So like, I mean, have you seen her? Has she shown up?
Okay. Look, I ran into her a few weeks ago. All right?
Oh my
I was
God.
parking my car.
Here we go.
Well, hold on. Hold on a second. I was parking my car on the street, and she was walking by, and said hey to me. It was no big deal.
Why didn't you tell me?
That was it.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I know you hate her, and I didn't want to ruin your day. And it was nothing. It was absolutely nothing.
All right, so Jacob, you ran into her, and now Trina from that is calling saying your husband's cheating because she wants you back. Is that the case?
I mean, maybe. I don't know who exactly called and who left the message, but it's very possible.
All right,
I mean, has she
Amanda.
reached out to you,
Here's what's going to happen. I think the three of you guys need to get on the phone. Let's just get right to Trina, and you give her a piece of your mind and let her say what she needs to say, and then evaluate what's going on here. But it's just like, I mean, it's possible Jacob ran into her, didn't tell you about it, and she does not want you guys to be together and would call and say that. It's very plausible. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Jacob. Good luck. We just did a Ryan's Roses, and Amanda did not tell us the full story. So here's the deal. Amanda and Jacob married. Amanda says, I think my husband's cheating because a woman called from an unknown number and said, your husband's cheating, and hung up. Well, Amanda didn't tell me she recognized the voice to be his ex-girlfriend. So it was his ex-girlfriend because Jacob didn't tell Amanda he had just run into her the other day.
But we still don't know if it was the ex, but it is a high probability.
Come on. It makes a lot of sense now. The ex, Trina, never wanted Amanda and Jacob to be together. Trina sees Jacob. It's top of mind, so she calls and says that to Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, did Jacob do anything wrong here?
Yeah. He kept
What did he do wrong?
He kept something from his wife.
He ran into his ex arbitrarily and didn't tell her.
Yes. I feel like you maybe should mention that.
Well, also, maybe when his wife Amanda goes to him and says, hey, I got this weird call.
Exactly.
He could say, oh my gosh,
That was
I'll
the
bet
time.
that's you know who doing you know what because she doesn't want you know what, you know?
Exactly. So he is covering something up. He had a chance to actually be honest with her, but he didn't.
But Amanda wasn't honest with us?
Well, yeah, but she doesn't owe us anything.
No, but it would have been nice to know that she
nice.
thought it was the ex-girlfriend. So I'm just trying to figure out, is Jacob cheating or not? Tasha, good morning in Pacoima. Go ahead. You heard Ryan's Roses. You're on with us.
I did, yeah. So here's the thing. If I had a checklist to confirm whether or not someone's a cheater, I mean, he checks all the boxes. Like, not.
Well, he's very, very aggressive and defensive about all of it.
Absolutely. That's one of the things, is
Guilt,
the angry
so is
when being
guilt.
confronted. Check.
Anger,
And then,
yeah.
yeah, and then also hiding information from the girlfriend, that's suspicious as well. That's a check for me, because the exact same thing happened to me and my ex. The whole thing went down. He somehow ran into her, but then kept it from me. And then I find out that they're hanging out a lot more and start hooking up. So it's like
maybe
the exact
he
same
didn't.
situation.
Maybe he didn't just run into her. Maybe they were hanging out, and maybe Trina is telling the truth because she wants to split them up. This one, I don't know. But Jacob's yelling and his
he's
aggressive
angry.
reactions smells like a
I mean,
smoke
it's definitely
cloud of
some
guilt.
red flags for sure. Red flags for sure.
All right, Tasha, thanks for calling. So she'd been through it. Tasha had been through it, and it turned out that he was doing something with his ex.
I mean, the fact that there's an ex lingering when you're married is just so annoying.
And also, no matter how this pans out, that's all bad.
Yeah.
Like, move on.
But you know what's interesting?
Tell me.
This ex, right? Not a part of their lives, but obviously she's so focused on this ex.
She can't let it go.
She can't let it go.
But it's so toxic and destructive for the ex, and she's bringing it into their world as well.
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't need to be there, but it's because it's on top of her mind. She's like bringing it in.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Listen to this. Jenna says her husband and she spent a lot of the year apart. He has to be in D.C. for the first part of the year, and then he works in L.A. the second part of the year. The other night, she said she was going to bed, and she got on Find My Friends, and he was not where he was supposed to be. So, Jenna, thanks for coming on. So, I'm just trying to understand. So, you get on Find My Friends, and was he in D.C. or L.A. at the time that you searched for him?
He was in D.C.
And where was he supposed to be?
Well, usually he's in this part of North Virginia in this housing. He stayed there all 4 years, the same place that he's always at. And when I went on Find My Friends, he was at some random house that's not this area at all.
And doesn't he know that you have the Find Your Friends radar?
Yeah, I mean, that was part of, when he started, it was something that I could do with the girls. We could see where daddy's at. Like, this is not, of course he's aware. Like, yeah.
Why, I'm just trying to understand the context. Why is your head jumping to the conclusion of not good?
I don't know. I just had this gut feeling. It was late, and I don't usually check it at night. Like, I don't usually check it unless I'm with the girls and they want to see where their dad's at just for fun. Like, I just don't do that on my own. I never have that instinct.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, my gut was just like, check Find My Friends. Like, something's wrong. And I did, and he wasn't home.
But could he be at a coworker's house or, something they're working on a project somewhere?
I mean, it was 2:00 in the morning.
Maybe he overshot.
Did you ask him about that?
Yeah, and he denies it. He doesn't know why it said that. He says that he was at home asleep.
Interesting.
All right, hold on for 1 second. Let's see what we can find out. We will make the call to your husband. We're in the middle of Ryan's Roses. If you just got here, you haven't missed the call yet. Jenna just told us that her husband was on Find My Friends, not where he said he was going to be and not where he was supposed to be. So she thinks he's hiding something. He works in D.C. part of the year, and that's where he was. So out of state and not where he told her he was. She just looked it up on that radar. Boop, 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 boop. Find
It
My
seems
Friend.
like he was not trying to hide it, because you can definitely turn off your location so that you can't be tracked. So it's, like the fact that he left it on maybe is a good sign.
So, Jenna, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
All right, we're going to do that now. Be very quiet. Let's see what we can find out. Okay, Jenna?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this Seth?
Speaking.
Hi, Seth. My name is Gail. I'm calling from Gigi's Flowers. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm good, Gail. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. We're out in Echo Park and actually offering local residents a promotion today. Free dozen red roses, red, pink, or white. You can choose. And we can write a note and send them out this afternoon. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Oh, wow. Really, free roses?
Absolutely free. I don't need any cash or credit card info from you. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family and come back as a paying returning customer.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So, great. You can send them to Wendy. Hang on, I'm going to grab the address for you real quick.
All right. And in the meantime, what would you like to say on the card for Wendy?
You know what? You can just put, how about put, I love you, this too shall pass, love, Richie.
I love you, this too shall pass. Love, love Richie. Love Richie.
It's a friend of mine. He and his wife are kind of going through it. They're going through a bit of a hard time. So I think, this would be a nice thing for them.
Okay. So you're writing.
Seth,
okay.
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I'm just going to jump in here and get to the bottom of this. Thank you for agreeing to come on. I have your wife Jenna on the line.
Okay.
Let me back up a second. So we're calling you because your wife had information that you were in a certain location. Then she checked her Find My Friends radar on the phone, and you weren't where you said you were, and she thinks that's suspect. So why were you in a different place while you were away, out of state, working?
No, look, we've already talked about this, okay? I don't know why. I have no idea why I would say that. I was back at home in bed like every night, and I don't know why it says that, but this is great because apparently now she's got you guys involved.
Well, what happened? Why the confusion here?
I have no idea. I don't know what is going on with any of that app stuff. I was at home in bed every night. We've talked about this a bunch, and this has been going on. We've been doing this for several years, and it's been really tough. So I don't know what's happening.
So, Jenna, does this make any sense to you? I'm trying to piece it together.
I just don't understand why, after 4 years of you being where you said you're going to be on the app, I check it this one time, it's the middle of the night, and you're not where you're supposed to be. Like, that just doesn't jive. I mean, it's like completely, it's never failed before.
Hon, my phone drops calls all the time. I don't know why that would say that. I have no idea. I promise you, I was exactly where I said I was going to be. Look, Richie and Wendy, do you know they're going through a tough time, and I just wanted to do something nice. That's all.
I don't know why you wouldn't send them to me after we've been talking about this issue this whole time.
Writing a love note from your best friend to his wife is strange.
I think it's
because
I think it's meddling.
Thank you.
No,
interfering.
It's weird.
So, Jenna, we're going to have to go here, but do you think your husband is cheating on you? And Seth, that's what we're calling about.
I most certainly am not cheating on my wife.
I'd like to believe that he's not, but I think that we just have to talk this out a little bit more, and maybe I need to go and visit.
Please, bring the girls. Why would I cheat on you? I have no reason to cheat on you. This is already tough enough. Bring the girls. Yes, come. That would be great.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Good luck. Now, I always try to pull out, okay, what is this with this? What's at the root of this Ryan's Roses? And a few minutes ago, we had Jenna and Seth on, and I don't know that he's cheating. It didn't sound like he's cheating. Did you think he's cheating?
I guess not, but it was just so strange that he wrote a love note to his friend's wife as his friend.
So that's what was bizarre. Okay, we say send the roses to whom? He's like, oh, Wendy, I love you. This too shall pass. We're like, oh my gosh, he's sending the roses to another woman, not his wife, Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, love Richie. And he explains to Sissany that, oh, they're fighting, so he's going to step in to try and bridge the gap, bring them together by sending this
so sweet
love note. No, I think the intent might be heartfelt, but you don't get involved in other people's fights by pretending that the other person's forgiving you and assume their position. I mean, It's not a good idea.
What if Richie came to him and was like confiding in him and saying, I really want to make this right. I don't know what to do. Da, 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 da. And then boom, call from florist offering me free flowers. And it was like a sign from the universe that he just needed to step in.
But that's like if Sissany and Michael were having an argument and we wrote a note like that with flowers on Sissany's behalf, that's crossing a big line.
I think it is.
I'd be very upset with you.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
What other
it's the
way
same.
to put it? Yeah.
I'd be very upset. How dare you?
Exactly. Stay out of it.
How dare you write what I'm thinking in my own personal husband-wife
Yeah, you don't know why
situation.
they're fighting. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who's in the wrong.
But what if Sissany confided in us and said, I know this is what's going on. This is what's wrong. I really just need some sort of gesture to Michael.
You mean, did Sissany say, please write a letter? No, Sissany would do it.
No.
For
the record,
I don't know.
I would never do it.
Let me ask Liz. I don't know. Liz in North Hills. Liz, go ahead. You're on with this. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
So, honestly, I've been accused of this before. I was at Trader Joe's once, and my boyfriend accused me of cheating because I was coming up at a different location. But I was literally at Trader Joe's. So I feel like Find My Friends is not accurate. I don't, you know what I mean? And it's so frustrating, but I hope that they can work it out because I think it's a gadget.
You were accused of being with someone else?
Yes, because my I was at Trader Joe's, but it was coming up, my little dot was coming up at a different location. So my boyfriend thought I was cheating on him, but I was literally at Trader Joe's. So
got it. So it's not pinpoint precision. I believe I told you guys about an app that has pinpoint precision. Do you remember that, Sissany?
I told you about the app.
Sissany.
It was called 3 words.
What is it called?
3 words.
Yeah, you told me, and I told other people. That's what it was. Okay. Anyway, there's another app that can pinpoint exactly where you're standing under which door threshold.
Yeah, it's called What 3 Words.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you. What 3? Isn't that funny? Sometimes I think I saw that somewhere, but you actually told me that, and I own it.
That's fine.
Does that mean in real life?
I don't own it with other people, but not to me because I'm the one that told you about it.
A friend of mine named Rich says to me, hey, wife and I are looking for a little weekend getaway, and I recommend this little place. 8 months later, guy comes to me, and he's a friend of mine, and he says, I meant to tell you, I found this great place I wanted to tell you about if you ever wanted to go for a little romantic getaway. I'm like, dude, I recommended that place for you. This is not happening.
Can you share the wealth?
You're not ready for this level of romance.
Yeah, I am. Text me.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany's the email. It says, my husband's been asking me to try new things in the bedroom. I don't know what to make of it. We've been together for 13 years. Now, on the surface, I feel like good on him.
Yeah, this is all positive so far, I feel.
Taking the initiative. He went to camp and he's come back with some new things. Even if he wants to spice things up, she says this seems very out of character for him. Again, good.
Yeah, it's been 13 years.
Makes me think he's been rehearsing, in other words. And I used the term rehearsing. She gave us more detail. Andrea in Hawaiian Gardens. Andrea, thank you for listening to us in Hawaiian Gardens. Good morning.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
How you doing?
I'm okay. It's constantly he's asking me to do these different things, and I don't know. It's we've been together for a while, so even if he's wanting to spice things up, how does he know about these different things to do?
But we think that he's adding some spice, which is great, but you think he learned them from someone else, and now he's using them on you.
Yeah. To be quite honest, I do. I feel like he knows the moves. He's asking for specific things, and it just feels like he knows he's been doing this before.
Yeah.
But Andrea, isn't it possible that maybe he just watched some adult videos?
How-tos?
That'd be one thing, but when you can feel like someone knows how to do it really well.
That's all, by the way, good. I feel like this is the dream.
I know. Why do you immediately think that he's cheating?
Because I can sense it. We women, we feel things.
All right. Well, Andrea, how long? 13 years and kids?
No kids.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let's call him and find out if he sends the roses to somebody else. To me, this sounds like a high-class problem. This is a good problem to have.
We'll find out.
Let's do this call now with Andrea. So if you are listening, I don't know, Carson, Wilmington, Pico Rivera, come on in. Hawaiian Gardens is where Andrea is. She thinks that her husband has been doing things elsewhere because he's introducing new tricks in the bedroom and he's good at them.
Right. He's good at them. And that's what's freaking her out.
So, Andrea, at 10:01, everybody would like for you to call us back and tell us what it is he's doing.
Why at 10:01?
Because we might ask questions that we wouldn't want to ask at 7-something. Andrea, could you please say, Ryan, you've my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM?
You have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
So Sissany is going to make this phone call, and she's going to offer him some roses. We'll find out where he sends them and what he puts on the card. That's what we're looking for. So you stay very, very quiet. That's key. And let's see what we find out, okay?
Okay.
Remember, they've been together 13 years, and he's introduced a whole new program.
Out of nowhere.
And she says he's too good at the program. He has to, there's been rehearsals. And rehearsals with someone else, she thinks. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Fabian.
Yes, that's me.
Hi, Fabian. My name is Meredith. I'm calling from the Floral Hut. We're a new flower shop here in Hawaiian Gardens. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
I'm calling because we're doing a new promotion. We're basically trying to promote our delivery service, and we're giving away a free dozen red roses, and you can send them to anybody that you'd like today, and they'll receive them by lunchtime.
Yeah, this is some kind of scam or something? Like, what do you...
No, we're just new to the area. We're on the corner of Carson and Norwalk. You know where the 99 cents only store is?
Yes.
We're just we're very close to that. We're just new to the area and just trying to promote our delivery service. And we hope that if you like the flowers or whoever you send them to likes the flowers, they just refer us to friends and family.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay. So let's start with the name.
I'd want to send them to Andrea.
Okay. And what would you like to put on the note?
I don't know. Just love you, I guess.
How cute. Is that your girlfriend or?
No, it's my wife.
Oh, your wife. Yeah. Nice.
Fabian, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. It's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. Thanks for being on with us. So we have your wife, Andrea, on the line. Say hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Hey, Fabian, the reason we're calling is because she asked us to call and ask you about this new program you've introduced, she told us that you've...
Interesting way to put it.
Well, she told us that you've introduced some new...
Program.
Some new things.
Some new moves in the bedroom.
Techniques.
Yes, techniques.
Okay.
So she's concerned. Honestly, Fabian, just to cut to it, she thinks that you've learned these techniques from another woman because you know them too well. Any truth to that?
Well, I mean, we've been married a while and just trying to spice things up. Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. No, not at all. Andrea just was concerned that maybe you're cheating on her.
Yeah. Fabian, deep in my heart, I feel like you've been with someone, that something's been going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, where have you picked up these new techniques?
I don't. Something I've read, seen. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
What did you just envision them and make them up in your head?
I find it hard to think that you're so good at these moves if you just
It's all
read
good,
them.
by the way. I don't see any bad in this. Okay, so are you cheating on your wife, Fabian?
No, I'm not. I mean,
Why'd you hesitate?
I'm just. Here, I mean, we've been married a while. I mean, I may have made mistakes or messed around, but it's kind of shown me that I'm 100% committed to my wife, and I love my wife.
So you have, so Fabian, just so we're clear, you did cheat on your wife.
Whatever I did in the past is over.
Well, did you do it when you were married?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's
so you have. So your wife is right. You were cheating on her.
You cheated on me. It's something that opened my eyes to my wife. That I'm 100% into my wife. And
Oh, how convenient for you.
Hold on. Let's hear him out. So you go ahead.
So I may have made mistakes and I may have done incorrect things, but I know that helped me to get closer to my wife and closer to.
Well, hold on. I think she does not feel the same way. I'm betting.
Andrea, are you there?
I am there. You cheated on me. You cheated on me. Cheating is cheating. You cheated on me. And you learn these moves from some other girl, some other woman, and then you dare bring them into our bedroom thinking that it's okay, that I'm just going to be some dumb girl and just think that you just can bring that in and it comes out of nowhere. Like, I'm not an idiot. I understand when something is off.
Fabian, you realize that it's not okay to go test the waters and come back and go, I like it better over here. Like, that's cheating, right?
I've admitted to making mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've been with my wife 13 years. I want to continue to be with my wife.
Sure, but that...
How about only be with her?
It might be too late. Andrea, what is your reaction to this?
I can't give an answer right now. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm more stunned that I was so right and my gut was so right, or that he's actually gone and cheated with this woman, or I don't even know who she is, and I'm just shocked.
Okay. Hang on, both of you. Actually, Fabian, we're going to let you go. And Andrea, hang on for 1 second. Okay, I'm going to take you off the air.